Welcome to Solitude, home of the arts here in Skyrim. Not much, but as a bard I find the whole affair depressing. There are no heroes in this war, no winners to be had, and no real conclusion. If you want something a bard can dig into, look to the dragons. 1,000 years from now, Skyrim will have changed rulers dozens of times, but the return of the dragons, that story is once in an era. Not much, to be honest. Their return was a shock to us all. Gerard Germain has some tomes about them in the library if you're interested. Always a pleasure to meet a prospective bard. You should be aware that many apply, but we accept very few people. When possible, we ask applicants to perform tasks the college needs completed. In this case, I do have a task befitting an aspiring bard. Elisif has forbidden the burning of King Olaf, a festival put on by the Bards College. We need to change her mind. To convince her, I want to read King Olaf's verse, a part of the Poetic Edda, the living history of Skyrim. Unfortunately, the verse was lost long ago. Yes, according to Giraud, our history's keeper, the portion of the Edda dealing with King Olaf might still exist in Dead Man's Respite. I need you to retrieve the poem. I think Giraud here would give you the best explanation of both it and the history of King Olaf's verse. You should speak to him about it. As you may be aware, Elisif's husband, High King Torrig, was recently killed. Elisif mourns her husband deeply, and she feels that a festival that burns a king in effigy is distasteful. I tried to convince her the festival is many centuries old and celebrates solitude, but I need proof. I believe King Olaf's verse will provide that proof. I wish you luck in finding the verse.
I always wanted to play the lute, but my fingers are too big and untalented.
What's on your mind? Let me know if you need anything else. If you'd asked, I'd have moved.
Good morning. I'm Pantia Atia, the master vocalist.
Sorry, after you.
Good to meet a prospective bard. He's sending you after King Olaf's verse, then. That's good. We shouldn't leave it lying around now that I figured out where it is. The verse was Svafnir's contribution to the Poetic Edda, the living history of Skyrim. Each bard adds to the Edda in his or her time. And a very ancient one. The verse criticized the reigning King Olaf. He was so incensed the bard was put to death and all the copies burned. At least, that's what we thought until I translated some ancient texts a year or so ago. We now believe King Olaf buried the truth with the bard. If I'm right, Svafnir and King Olaf's verse lie in Dead Men's Respite, along with the burial chamber of King Olaf himself. Be careful. You might find more than just King Olaf's verse in Dead Man's Respite.
What can I help you with today?
That was better. Add a bit of emphasis on Ragnar. Excite the chorus. Draw them in. They will love you. was best right your job. Add a bit of emphasis on Ragnar. Excite the crowds. Draw them in. They will love you for it. Be sure to watch your finger positions, especially during the transitions.
My toe!
My position, Dean of History, actually
That's
covers a
out.
wide
Please
range
put
of
that
subjects.
piece for
I
me.
teach poetry, writing, history, and the finer points of court life.
Inigo. Inigo.
I love a good fight.
Inigo.
Lucien, are you attempting to communicate with me? If so, is your mind alright?
Oh, marvelous, thank you. I was just thinking how funny your name is to say.
I was concerned you may be having some kind of breakdown.
No, all is well here. Inigo.
No sign
Inigo.
of him.
Inigo. No,
You're
all
a
is well
very
here.
strange man.
Inigo.
But I suppose it is
Inigo.
good that you can amuse yourself. so easily.
Inigo. Hey, this snowflake's shaped like your... Oh, no, it's melted.
I've done it before. Staff is useless. I'm useless. The whole world is useless.
Hey, Lucien! This way!
Rise up and live again. Oh, hello there. I did notice you come up. I was focusing my magicka. Or at least I thought I was. I don't really know what I'm doing. I used to think so too. See, my grandfather was a wizard. My father wouldn't talk about him much. But I found some of his things in the attic, including this staff. After that, I thought I was turning into a wizard too, because dead things near me would come to life again for a while. I even went to the College of Winterhold. They just laughed at me. The magic is in the staff, not in me, they said.
Gold solves most problems, doesn't it? In fact, keep it. I must have used up the magic in the staff or something. It's just a dumb stick of wood now. Good afternoon. Hmm?
Come on. Well, that's taken care of.
Easy.
For now.
We are walking through a graveyard. Dusty and dusty. Wouldn't you rather relax in a nice inn? Come on, let us go. Are you considering our next move? Here is my plan. Kill everything. Take anything that's not nailed down and get out.
What now? What needs doing? I am at your service. I'm on it. What needs doing? I am at your service.
No, you don't. Come on, let's see you put up a fight. Come on. I will destroy you.
We are in a better place. Maybe. Mr. Dragonfly
Be careful
is getting
around the burial
frightened
stones.
here. You and me both, Mr. Dragonfly. Nice. Thunderstorm.
What was that? Come on, let's see you put up a fight. I will destroy you. You think I'm afraid of you?
Tread carefully. These ruins are full of traps.
Keep an eye out for traps. The ancient Nords could be tricky.
Maybe we should ready our weapons. Just in case. Zombie! I was worried about Lucien for a moment there, but he had it covered. Mr. Dragonfly is glad he is safe inside his jar.
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. Let's see here. It's from Falk Firebeard at the Blue Palace. Ooh, you've got friends in high places. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
Ah, you've returned. I have to admit, I didn't think it would actually be there. Now, let's take a look at this. Oh no. This won't do at all. The copy is incomplete. It's aged to the point that parts are unreadable, and the parts that are readable, well, bardic verse has come a long way since ancient times. It means I can't read it to the court, Without the verse, I won't be able to convince Elisif of the importance of the burning of King Olaf festival. If she isn't convinced of the festival's importance, then she won't reverse her decision to stop the effigy burning. It means that the burning of King Olaf, which the Bards College has held for time immemorial, won't be happening. Make it up? That doesn't seem appropriate. I suppose I could copy his style based on what you brought me, but I have no idea what happened in between these verses. O Olaf, our subjugator, the one-eyed betrayer, death-dealing demon and dragon-killing king, your legend is lies, lurid, and false. Your cunning capture of Numenex, a con for the ages. King Olaf was Olaf One-Eye? He famously captured the dragon Numenex and took him to Dragon's Reach. What do we say really happened? Olaf did become king, and Numenex escaped later. It's entirely possible. And I'm sure the court will like that. I'm writing it in. Olaf grabbed power by promise and threat. From Falkreath to Winterhold, they fell to their knees. But solitude stood strong, Skyrim's truest protectors. Olaf's vengeance was instant, inspired, and wicked. Strange. According to history, Solitude attacked Winterhold, but Asgeir seemed to be saying Olaf reacted. What do we say happened? And they got the orders backwards. Yes, I'm writing that in. It should be good for a laugh from the court. It has a few final lines, but that's all we needed to add. I need to head to court immediately and present this. You should come. I do hope the court likes the verse. I think we've done an excellent job of recreating it. I think my voice is ready. I hope we've done this well.
Ah, Viarmo. I assume you are here to petition for the reinstatement of the burning of King Olaf Festival.
I am, Jarl. I wish to present King Olaf's verse from the Poetic Edda, recovered this very day from the Bard's tomb.
You mentioned something that would convince us the festival should take place, but I didn't expect King Olaf's lost verse. Please proceed.
O Olaf, our subjugator, the one-eyed betrayer, death-dealing demon and dragon-killing king, your legend is lies, lurid, and false. Your cunning capture of Numenex, a con for the ages. No shouting match between dragon and man, no fire or fury did this battle entail. Olaf struck a deal to make himself king. Numenex let go, though none tell that tale. Olaf grabbed power by promise and threat. From Falkreath to Winterhold, they fell to their knees. But solitude stood strong, Skyrim's truest protectors. Olaf's vengeance was instant, inspired, and wicked. Olaf gave orders, Winterhold disguises, an attack on Solitude, total destruction to follow. His men dressed up and then went out to fight, but they reversed Olaf's orders much to Winterhold's sorrow. So ends the story of Olaf the Liar, a thief and a scoundrel. We of Solitude commit to the fire. In Solitude, bards train for their service. They also gather each year and burn
Let
a
me know
king
if you've
who
anything you
deserves it.
need from me.
You have proven your point, Viarmo. The festival is truly a celebration of solitude and a condemnation of false kings.
I thank you, and the college thanks you, Jarl.
Furthermore, I believe that such a fine poem deserves some payment of patronage. The college will be moderately rewarded.
Oh, thank you yet again. I will make sure our applicant, who was instrumental in recovering the poem, will be well rewarded. Unbelievable! You have done us a great service here. I can't begin to thank you enough. Soon. These things must be done properly. You will be inducted as part of the festival itself. I need you to go speak to Yorn. He was preparing the effigy of King Olaf. Tell him to finish the preparations. The festival is back on!
Speak to me. Many people come here looking for aid. Must be hard being in charge. I'm glad I have you to tell me what to do. What's next?
Ah, the bard to be. Did Viarmo send you? I'll tell everyone we're ready, but we'll start the festival at dusk. Come talk to me after dark. We'll get the festival started when you do.
Yes, my Thane. Do you need something?
Ah, the bard to be. Did Viarmo send you? Great! Looks like you'll be one of us soon. We'll gather outside the college for the burning of King Olaf.
Tasty, sugary treats. Welcome to Solitude, home of the arts here in Skyrim. May song speed you along. Welcome, people of Solitude! We of the Bards College are pleased to be here to celebrate the burning of King Olaf. The festival would not have been possible without the dedication and hard work of our latest applicant. With the lighting of the effigy, he becomes a full-fledged member of the Bards College. Please welcome our newest bard. It is my personal mission to ensure that the Bards College preserves the great deeds of the past in both poetry and song. May the words of poets keep you warm. I think they like you. Yes, congratulations. You are now a full-fledged member of the Bards College. Due to your adventurous nature, several of the college professors have some things they wish you to do. What's more, Elisif has declared the burning of King Olaf should become a weekly event. And finally, there's the matter of the patronage that Elisif wanted me to give you.
My nose enjoys this place. Are we here for business, pleasure, or both? This place smells of coin and good taste. No, my mind is as empty as a beggar's purse.
I believe Sanguine would be pleased with this festival.
Congratulations on getting the festival restored. Lorena. That fool student of mine stole my flute and sold it to some necromancer. I just got a ransom note for it. That flute has been handed down for 17 generations. Well, don't just stand there. Go get my flute! Apparently, Lorena told him some story about the flute being able to make the dead dance. It's just a flute. A really old and valuable flute, but just a flute. Always good to see a fellow bard.
You've done well by restoring our festival.
I thought the festival wasn't happening this year.
Thanks for convincing Elisif to put this on again.
I like the pretty lights.
I heard you're the reason we get to have this. Thank you.
Burn the king!
Try our meats made here at the festival. They're the best. I said a free meat pie, as in one. Here's yours.
Candy! Get your kid. You might as well have some sweets. I made them for the festival, after all.
Yorn is the best of the bunch. You should hear him sing.
Thank you so much. The festival has really increased my sales. Just one bottle per customer, except for the man who saved the festival. Here's a couple of bottles for you.
It makes me sad whenever I think about it. Oh, sorry. My mind wanders sometimes. I was just thinking about Finn's loot. Over a year ago, thieves broke into the college and made off with a lot of valuable things, mostly gold and silver. But they also stole Finn's loot. We just learned where the bandits fled to, and I very much want that loot back. Finn was the bard who invented the 8-course loot that is commonplace today. Until he found a way to string the extra courses, bards only had 6-course loots. The loot they stole is Finn's original 8-course loot. I doubt they even realize its true value. Always good to see a fellow bard.
Hello, friend. Riorn's drum. Nobody knows where he died, and therefore where his drum might be. Haldir was the missing link. Riorn entered Haldir's cairn in secret and presumably died there. Now all I need to do is find someone to get it. Wait, you. You could do it. I need you to get me that drum. You're joking, right? Riorn? Only the most famous battle drummer of the Second Age? Well, famous among bards, at least. That drum has been in half a dozen famous battles. It's a priceless artifact. Riorn was always looking for new stories to tell. It seems he was writing a lay about Haldir when he vanished. That was the missing clue. Always good to see a fellow bard.